Matumbaman's troll going up with Puppy towards bottom as expected. No different lane changes here for Secret. Like and GG. We're now going to be setting at least 3 heroes bottom for the start. Toby going top with Necrophos.
Yep.
Aggro,
Shad
Trine,
wants
and
to
Shad.
dodge.
Or just a duo. Yeah, could be a duo into bot as well.
You don't really want to try lane a Lycan, I think.
Not really.
He needs his levels too much.
Yeah. We're moving around this area now. Oh.
I do enjoy how Viking have built this lineup, because next to magical burst damage, they now also have physical burst damage in the shape of the TA. And that means that it's not so easy for S4 to just, buy a pipe and be done with this game already. His team can still get blown up through other sources. And it's also more threat on the backline. So Puppy, even if he manages to juke out the Lycan, he's also got Boom to deal with. Now, one thing that I don't like about this is that either the TA or the Lycan are going to have to win their lane really hard, because neither of these two heroes can push out a dangerous wave. And we've seen this time and time again, where if you lose 2 lanes and both of those heroes need to jungle, neither of them get anything. And TA lineups are especially vulnerable to it, just because this TA really wants to get Blink Deso up before she does anything.
Yep, and it can be very hard to play from behind as well. I think Lycan still excels in a sense, but TA is only limited up to a specific point, so they might have some troubles with this this TA if they definitely lose her lane. She can farm up really fast. She will definitely be using that jungle for her advantage and just maximize that output as much as possible, since Secret they really don't have those heroes to apply pressure into mid early on, so allows TA to get a free-ish lane. Like in GG though, they have heroes like the Shaker, and they will go for a Fissure block on Matumbaman. He does have a small corner to brave onto the other side of this wall. Celery also takes a lot of damage from Puppy. Puppy's just relentlessly right-clicking this Disruptor. And Aramis blocks the easy camp with his body, so they won't have any pulling capability here in this bottom lane. Mid matchup, the TA on Boom and Quap on Nisha. Like you said, this could be a 50-50.
Straight equal. Yes, the TA is going to get an early meld, most likely, to dodge out these daggers.
We'll snipe the courier, Aramis, right here. 1 and 2. Oh, that's gone. And then we have the Toby Necro versus Tidehunter on Zai. Also the Enigma, so Yapzor will be roaming around here. He's got his boots picked up first with Eidolons. 2 clarities up on himself. Level 1 Eidolons ain't the best, but what he can do is just help Zai keep his lane in his favor.
I think Toby really enjoys the fact that there's no big threat for him on this lane. He's going to get a lot of experience out of this. The real loser is Aramis, who does not want to come in and grab that experience, so he kinda has to just hunt Yapzor. But that's a dangerous proposition. Yapzor will always win the 1v1.
Yeah, he will, but level 1 Enigma is weak. The Eidolons don't really do any damage. It's that level 3 Enigma that really starts to feel somewhere, and that damage just amplifies a lot. But level 1 ain't the best for Enigma to challenge anyone. It's level 2 now, has the Malefice. Keeps chasing the Shaker, just keeps him out of play. And it's not actually a bad idea to like have the Enigma not farming constantly. Like if he's forced to do these little moves to keep the Shaker away, that's completely fine. The Shaker is also looking to do that right now. Celery in a bit of trouble here. Matumbaman trying to close in the gap. Ranged hits are still connecting with the kinetic field. Gets a bit of distance. Celery into the trees, and Matumbaman can't squeeze in the kill for himself. The Disruptor definitely does drop low.
And Zai is going to start cutting the creep wave on top now. And this is to the disadvantage of Toby, who, as a ranged hero, really does not want to be tanking these creeps under tower, or having to last hit them for that matter. So he's going to try and pull them into the creep camp here, but that's been pretty much cleared. That's not much of a help. And Zai gets a fresh creep camp instead. A lot more farm for him. He can really amplify his farm this way, and now they get both jungle farm with the Enigma, with the Tide Hunter. So much economical advantage for Team Secret right here.
Yep. Exactly what you want to be doing here with the Tide, especially when you're playing on the Radiant. You just want to keep pulling. That is so easy to connect from in front of the tier 2. Pull it straight into the jungle. It's got a massive wave here and the jungle camp on top, so that's gonna really get him up. Looks like he's gonna be going for an early Vlads as well to buff him up, and that's actually your Shaker dead in the river. So Nisha with just the dagger and a few right clicks, that's it.
Picks up an absolute freebie. And where are you going?
Yep.
Trying to get the ward.
Yep, well, he gets the ward out. Promise doesn't quite connect the stun onto Nisha, so Boom giving a bit of harass there.
Most likely they want to keep a rune for him now, and he's pinging that he's going for the dire triangle bounty rune, although if you can get celery first, nice little extra. The celery's like, oh no, the co-op's gonna get it. Yes, she is.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Worthy tribute.
Radiant's bottom tower under
That said, she has fallen pretty far behind towards Boom. I'm very surprised to see that Boom has not cared one lick about dodging any daggers here.
Nope, this is where you really have that refraction for yourself. Just keep on going. That's the catapult wave here as well to help out a bit. And they will hunt the Shaker. So YapStore's had enough. Nisha will come to the aid. Get themselves a support kill.
That used to be the problem, you see. You use a dagger, you melt off all the refraction charges, and then you click the TA down, but that's not the way it has been playing out right now.
Yep, they're still putting pressure here. Shad very low. This could be a big pick off here, and we'll go for Puppy and Matumba, man. Getting a kill on the Lycan definitely.
Such a strong laner.
Definitely slows down this Lycan a bit.
Yeah, the question is, if he wants to stay in his lane for very much longer, he could retreat into the jungle whenever he wants. And his Shaker would be more than happy to block some creep waves and get himself farm. And yeah, this
they're going
looks
again.
like a retreat.
The level 1 Shaker trying to go for a retreat here. Which is right there. A lot of damage.
Aren't you excited?
Toby's there for the heals though, so he might live. One tick from the... Yeah, he has enough regen to survive that. While bottom lane Celery is also driven back behind his tower, so this is definitely already one, maybe even two lanes going in favor for Secret here. Even though Viking GG's Toby is getting some farm on this Necrophos, but so is this Tide. They're both getting a lot, and this bottom lane is not going at all, well at all for this Lycan. So Troll is getting so much far ahead.
He is, yes, and this presents a problem where Boom basically has to make space for himself. He's going to have to meet up with Toby and get a scythe kill, for example. At the very least, he's been doing a lot of damage to this mid tower. That can allow some space, or at least some time for him to go towards the Desolator. But his jungle has also been farmed up by Zai up until now.
Yep.
I think it's time to put this Tide Hunter out of business.
Yeah, let's see if they can. That Vlad's is definitely gonna help Zai a lot. Boom. Coming in for Zai, doing a bit of damage here. We have the Necro Scythe there, so Boom will get the kill, so Tide out of the play. Meanwhile, Shad is actually stunned in the jungle by the Centaur. A Tumberman finds him. Puppy's right behind there. There's the blinding light pushing backwards, and that's a dead Lycan. He is nothing to run away from this. But Tumberman hits level 6, farms his Necro creeps as well. But there is Nisha coming in as well. Aramis gets the stun onto Matumba Man, but it's not enough. And Celery as well. This is not looking good at all. Secret are just punishing them time from time again. And it's now 7-1 on the scoreboard as well for them. This is slowly sliding out of hands from Viking GG.
It is. They need Toby to make a play. He is working on a mech though. Got a bracer as well, and he's not quite there yet. Nisha, mercy,
Yes.
please.
Nisha snipes Toby's courier as well on the way. But that's the thing,
Luckily,
like...
that was on the way out.
Yeah, but but still, like, even if Toby would finish this mechanism, it would force that Viking GG have to stack up with several heroes with the Necrophos to try and attempt for a push. Just stack up behind them or with them and go around. You have that region for yourselves. You have the capability of putting pressure onto Team Secret, but it's not the hugest, like, fear factor. And Shad in real big trouble. Doesn't get rooted up by Matumba, man. Pops his shapeshift.
Toby's in bigger trouble.
Facing Poppy here, top lane. Toby, yep. There's 3 heroes around him. Yeah, Toby's definitely dead at that point. Poppy will go down to Ramus. And Yapsor will get the kill from Toby. So yeah, 2 fights happening at the same time on both lanes. Will lead into a kill. But Secret losing a support. Viking GG losing their offlaner.
Secret losing their mid-tier 1 tower. This is a big deal. This does open up the
But
Radiant
Nisha
jungle
coming in,
significantly.
Celery in big trouble. Matumba Man does get stunned up by the Earthshaker. Nisha looking for the blink. Celery right next to him. Only picks up the bounties here. Matumba Man is still around, and even despite the attempt from Aramis to deny, that last tick from the poison just ticks right after. So Nisha gets the kill despite the deny attempt. Looking
And here
pretty
you
good.
can really see the difference between a QoP and a TA. The TA really needs other people to start the engagement first, and a QoP can pretty much go forward whenever she wants and make things happen.
That's also a thing for, like, Viking GG. If they can still stretch out a few more minutes, Boom just might end up being the carrying force for Viking GG. He's the only one who had a good lane, despite QoP now sitting on 5-0. So Nisha is very happily in his current situation right now. Very farmed up, very scary on the QoP. But that power spike is still real. They need to play around at least that if they don't start utilizing their Necrophos early. And Secret are focusing on a mid-tier 1 tower. They have Toby coming in from the back. They will use the glyph, force them away for now.
Toby is the only one who can stand in front of this much damage. The other heroes will get blown up by that ravage. And I'm most concerned for Viking supports right now. Both of them are sitting at the bottom of the net worth, but also at the bottom of the levels. They both don't have their ultimates yet, and those are so important for keeping these heroes at bay.
They will use a shapeshift to bait out the Ignis. That forced out. Nisha also here in the bottom lane. Just use the TP for this, and they will go out. They're actually TPing towards the top lane. Toby in the front. Promise inside the tree line. So nothing gained with the shapeshift. Forcing Coddle's ulti at least. That's one big ultimate down. But, you know, a support ultimate for a core ultimate.
Yes, and they pretty much have the same cooldown anyway. The Lycan CD goes out later into the game, but right now it's pretty much an equal trade.
Yep. 9-2 for Secret here. In a very good lead for now. Still waiting for the TA to hit up. That Desolator is now ready. Blink is on the works. Not a bad timing either. 12 minutes Deso. We can get that blink in like the next 5 minutes. They can definitely get something out of it. There's also a Necro book almost ready on Lycan, so they'll have the Necro 3. They'll have the blink dagger on TA. Necro might even have Guardian Greaves. That's huge for Viking GG. They find Zai. Gonna slow him up. Glimpse backwards. They've got the Static Storm right there. Tide should go down. And this is the power of the Deso right here. But your damage is lacking. You'll have to use the Melt Strike to finish off the kill. After the Anchor Smash, all that damage seemed like just disappearing completely.
What a hero, Tidehunter. They can't really get anything off of this skill, but at the same time it feels a bit like a waste. S4, or sorry, I'm gonna call him S4 all game, it seems.
Yeah, I mean...
Zai. Zai, that man.
Oh, man.
Sorry, the only one who picks Tidehunter is S4 in my mind.
You've done that a few times now, though, Kips, but I guess we can
Hey,
all
this
forgive you.
was only the second time. Only the second time. Zai, I'm not sure. He's just trying to mess with the Lycan's farm, but I'm not sure if
They have
that's
Coddle
worth it.
ulti in 3 seconds. They could definitely take this fight here. Viking GG, gotta be careful. There's 2
So
big
spread
ultimates to
out,
worry
though.
about. Celery already in big trouble. Gets the glimpse off and will get finished off by the anchor smash. So no escape. And 1 hero gone. They will send the quad back away, though, but they're hunting. They're on the hunt. Shad trying to run away. Gush will connect, so a bit of slow here. We're baiting with the Ravage.
Puppy ready to drop the ult? No, not yet.
Yep, Zai, he did cast and cancel his Ravage there.
And the game plan there from Viking is pretty clever. They're hoping to get a one-man advantage by glimpsing someone back. That's why Celery is so overpositioned, but unfortunately he doesn't quite get to survive it, even when Toby is completely ready to just heal him up. Like,
Yep,
it
still
was
a
all the
rank
plan.
3 glimpse, so not global cast range yet. They will go for
Says a lot that
smoke,
he's been maxing it at all,
and
though.
they might have actually revealed themselves in that smoke. There's still vision on the edge where that TA trap is also placed. There's still vision there. Yapsor, gotta be
If they
careful.
can kill him fast enough,
Yep, if they can.
they can.
And they are going for the glimpse. They're going to send him back instantly. Fissure stunned by Aramis. And now, with the Necro ulti, they will throw the scythe in the face of the Enigma. And Yapsor will have to give that one up. But this also means mid tower being pressured by Zai. Doesn't get the tower down, though. Forces the Glyph at least. Will continue hacking it back. And now we've got people coming in. Shaker with an Echo Slam ready. Boom on the right side. Blink in 200 gold. They might just want to wait this out before going in. Necro 3 is
Yeah.
ready on Lycan. And the Guardian Greaves. I think they're on the Courier.
So Viking have just wiggled themselves through one of the hardest parts of the game by playing up with the Lycan as much as possible. Even though you could see that was pretty awkward for him. His
Yep.
net worth isn't the greatest either. But they get to keep their mid tower. They get to have Blink Deso for TA at a very reasonable timing. And now they get to smoke up
Yep.
and
And I
see
have
if they
to
can make something happen.
also have to say that Toby actually cancelled finishing off the Guardian Greaves and went for a Force Staff. He's bought the recipe and just needs the Ring of Regen to finish it off.
Blink?
But here we go. They're going straight onto Zai. There's the Static Storm that will catch the Tidehunter in it. They will have to forfeit that kill. Very close to getting out there for a second, but Zai will go down. Boom gets the kill. Toby now scouting ahead a bit for some vision. There's still the Coddle ulti and the Black Hole to be worried about. So you deleted 1, there's 2 more.
He might survive that if Puppy is close enough to drop the Will-O-Wisp.
But I guess right now, Viking GG are happy just getting these singular pickoffs and get their game rolling from there. As long as these kills are going for TA, that BKB timing will be closer and closer.
Yes, absolutely. This is what they need. The Lycan will split push now. Ideally, you bait out some of those big ultimates with not your full forces and hopefully survive some of them too. You might have to throw Toby at the problem sometimes.
Still stacked up here in mid, but not going for it. Secret thinking about going for Roshan. No vision here for Viking GG either, so wonder if they're going to read this play or not. Celery moving around is going to put some vision down. And if he puts that ward in the river, Alright, there we go. Okay, he's got information. Secret. They're being much more wary now. They will back away from the Roche Pit, leave it there, Viking GG. Don't have to make any moves happen.
Secret have to be wary. They have seen that this Earthshaker hasn't had items in quite some time, and he is close to that Blink Dagger. So they can't group up in the pit like they might want. They still, even though they have the 2 big ultimates, when an Echo Slam comes in, you're not the boss of that pit.
Yep. Still moving around the Roche Pit. Viking GG, however, spread it around the map. They've got 2 heroes top. They have Toby in mid. See Matumba Man moving towards. They have these... Look at these ops wards they've placed down. Despite them doing Roshan, there's 1 here. There's another one placed down here in the river. And 1 on the high ground on the right side. So they have like this entire mid area controlled. But still they can't go into this Roche Pit Boom throws in the trap, very low to drop in. Can Boom go in? This is the big question. So I might have to time his Ravage. And there we go. Matumba picks up the Aegis. The Roshan will fall as well. And Boom is in trouble. And he won't get anything done here. Toby's also out. There's the Coddle ulti catching two. Celery's inside it as well. And that's your third hero gone. Secret will wipe out 3 heroes from Viking GG. And Shad is trying to get out. Boom is still trying to cheer up his teammates. Don't give up. It's not over yet. But there, 2 ultis used. Black Hole is still up for Yapsor. And he has the Blink Dagger as well. So Secret might just continue going on from here with the Aegis on the troll.
No doubt in my mind that they will. Lycan ult's also down, so Shad does not actually pose much of a split push threat here. The question is, do they maybe forget about Aramis? You have so many units sitting around.
A lot of things to worry about here. Secret now take back a 3k net worth lead. They're going to keep on extending that with this top tier 2 tower. And then we'll go straight for the bounty, spawning at the 20-minute mark. So 30 seconds away from that, Toby will go for a TP. And Viking GG actually looking for a fight here. Got Celery and Aramis coming in from the right side. They're smoked up. Zai is in the front. They've got the Static Storm once again, so the Tide is in there, but he is not the one with the Ravage. There's still the Black Hole. They will throw the Reaper side in his face. They're looking for Boom in the trees, but Yapsor, Enigma doesn't exactly have the highest movement speed, so won't go and chase the TA into the trees. And with a Fissure, nice Fissure, catching 2. The slow from the TA is there. Poppy in a bit of trouble. Boom goes in with the blast and does a lot of damage onto Poppy. He might just fall down here. He's soaking up the hits and taking the attention for Yapsor to try and get out. Matumba man is very low. That might just be the loss of his Aegis. So the Aegis will go down. Gnisha is out of there. And now Matumba man probably has to pop his ultimate to buy a few extra seconds. Nope, denied. You will not use it. Viking GG find 3, but they did lose some towers here. At least it's something.
Beautiful. That is a very convincing way to take down an Aegis. Once again, engaging with the glimpse, getting the right pick off first before moving in. And they need to be so careful. Any misstep could mean a team wipe there. But I have no words for the coordination. It's really nice. And this also means that Boom gets to keep the top net worth for now. This BKB is almost there, and once he's got that going, he does not have to be afraid of the Will-o'-the-Wisp or of the Ravage anymore. That's where the game really starts for him.
What do you think about this minus armor build here? We've got a Desolator on the troll. Is something unheard of?
Deso Troll?
Yes.
It's definitely rare. Like, normally when trolls go damage build, you go look for the Diffusal Blade instead. But in this case, I'm pretty sure that this is something Matu does whenever Zai plays this Tidehunter. Just because of the minus armor on the Gush.
Yep.
Minus
and
armor
the
stacking
medallion.
on top of each other. Yeah.
Definitely want to amp that up. It'd be a key to destroying this Lycan as fast as possible, because he is almost finished with an Assault Cuirass. That will benefit the TA even more, but that is your 10-second BKB TA, and this is when Viking GG is the strongest. They need to get these team fights working out now. Otherwise, the next 10 minutes is going to be rough. If they win this next one, they can keep it going. They can keep taking objectives, punishing Secret. But if they lose, like, the next 2 team fights, I almost dare to say it's over for Viking GG at that point. That's when your TA isn't as strong as you thought she would be. Already lost a couple charges on the BKB. Lycan will still be relevant for some time. He's going to be a very hard hitter as well with the split pushing capability. But when you're going up against Secret and their team fight, it's not an easy approach, and they're buying themselves time. Want to stretch this later.
Viking can definitely play this out on the map if they would so wish. I haven't seen Nisha go for any kills with this Orchid yet. It feels like some of their item timings have just been neutered by the way that Viking has been itemizing.
Yep.
He's jumping on Toby right now, but that's a very hard kill to get. Oh. Not now that he has popped
Yeah, they will use the Ignis.
the Guardian Greaves, though. What was that button press?
Well, there's
I guess
nothing,
he knows he's dead there.
you can do there. He's gone for 45 seconds. Secret will move towards the high ground here. They might actually go all the way. They know that one of the big problems is out of the way, so Secret Now looking for here. Celery definitely wants to catch someone escaping and catch him with a glimpse. And Secret knows that as well, that somebody's going to get caught. And there we have it. The Tidehunter just on the edge. Boom will jump in with the BKB, try and deal some damage. Meanwhile, they've got Nisha on the back line. They've already taken down Celery, but Shad, oh my goodness, 65 HP on this guy. Aramis does manage to get a 3-man fissure as well at the back lines. Nisha finally ends up going down. Yapsor is down as well. No Black Hole, no Ravage. And Viking GG hold their high ground. This also means Secret have lost their net worth lead at the same time here. He won't be able to catch the Coddle. Coddle with a Blink Dagger is so good to have it on Puppey, but a heavy cost.
Well, Blink Dagger so good to have on Puppey. I think in that engagement you would rather have a 4-star. That Earthshaker is not nearly as powerful if you can move some people past the fissure, but instead you're going to have to deal with that now and just save yourself, I guess, Puppey.
Yeah. Looking rough, but it's 15-11 for Secret. Viking GG have brought back the net worth advantage to a tie, but that XP, look at that, downhill towards 10k. The XP they got from these last 2 fights are what exactly what Viking GG needed to get out of that. But that also means more seconds reduced from that TA's BKB. They still definitely have a shot at winning these team fights. We just saw how that worked out. But high ground is completely different to around a different spot in the map, because you're already prepared for it. It's just a mental game thing that you know that our tool here is basically getting a glimpse. And start from there. If you find someone in the open, you have no idea where they're going to land, where they've been. You only have to guess and try predict what you're going to do. So it just doesn't work out the same way. You might not even have the opportunity to get the glimpse in the way that you were hoping for. And just, you know, with the amount of information you have, it's all just down to the warding that they have. Where do you take these fights? And where do you really want to fight them as well? Do you want to fight them in base all the time? That's probably not what Viking GG want at this moment.
Secret is going to bring the fight to them once again, though. I think... No, maybe Matumbo Man's BKB didn't get spotted just yet, but Nisha has one as well. And this is where all of these disruptive team fight abilities of Viking GG do a whole lot less. You can't just blow these people up anymore. Of course, Zai is still a weak spot. He can still definitely die before his Ravage gets off, especially if Toby is alive.
You really need to read his moves, because if they don't get the Glimpse Static Storm combo on the Tidehunter, they need to look at his character animations. When is he going to drop it, and do they have BKBs available to dodge it, or have they already used it before and then Secret just turns around? Because they have the Ignis, which is something they need to worry about as well.
He does not necessarily need to move up that far anymore, though. Now that Matumbo Man has the BKB, he can pretty safely siege down a tower with this kit that he has.
Yeah, Viking GG were trying to find some heroes here in the tree line, but they're already out. Secret will not lose any heroes there. Next, Roshan is actually up as well, so it's there for the taking.
Boom, and the Lycan could take that extremely fast.
Smoke up. Viking GG. They're pinging the Roche pit. Might as well just go for it. Secret is revealing on the bottom lane. That's only one hero shown. And there's some wards placed down, but they like, even if the sentry was freshly placed, it still doesn't show that much vision to show those ops wards placed down. So they get the vision for the Roshan to be secured for Viking GG. They will take it. The Aegis for the TA. They've got the cheese for the Lycan. And now would be a good time to start looking for a kill, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Nisha does have a BKB, and I don't think he has shown up. The Troll's BKB has been shown, but do they know that Quap has one as well? That's why Celery is now walking in the front, looking for a glimpse, looking for a panic ulti on top of him if somebody jumps him. Let the team follow up and initiate right after. Nisha will TP home, and Puppey will just suffice with pushing the wave here under the tower.
He's getting a lot of work done, slowly but steadily chipping away at these towers. And it's so annoying when a boss 5 can do this.
Yep.
So that's really not a big investment from the team at all.
Plus, always get that extra farm on your Coddle, which is completely welcome. He's Puppy's sitting on almost 3,000 gold in his pocket. What do you think he's gonna buy?
I'm gonna laugh so hard if it's an E-Blade. Um,
All right.
you know, normally I would say here that you get some form of defensive item for your team. You start maybe finishing up that mech that you once bought a headdress for, or you know, a glimmer cape, something of the sort. But in his case, I expect he'd go either for a hex or something ridiculous like a refresher orb.
Right now, Secret pushing in the top wave. They've got Coddle cutting the waves in bottom, making sure they will get a tier 1 tower maybe. They will. Tier 2 will fall in the mid lane, taken by Viking GG. And it's now been 8 minutes since TA properly got online. Wait, what? Nisha?
Courier double kill.
Oh, what?
If you're a Viking right now, you don't feel good pushing anymore at all. You want to have this aggressive positioning just because of the ages, but top wave is pushing in. It's actually doing a really decent amount of damage onto the tower. And Puppy is pushing your bot wave just by nuking the waves that come up. So you have to retreat. You have to give up this hard-won space. And it is very likely that Secret are either going to take a fight into you here,
Yeah,
they are
here comes
smoked up,
Oh.
or that they're going to deal with your vision.
Well, the fissure wrong way. Puppy will TP out, and this smoke will
Celery's
connect
dead.
onto Celery. Celery's so dead. We'll leave it for Matu to get the kill there.
The deadest.
It's been a while since Viking GG found themselves a kill, but it's all home at this point. There they get one. Also got some vision placed down, boom, right on the edge of it. And with this 5 versus 4 scenario, Zai might just be the aggressor here. Blink Ravage is ready. Aegis still up for 2 minutes. Still the cheese as well on Shad. And almost a Satanic as well in Matumba Man. Still pretty far away, but it's soon going to be a boom. Slowed up by the troll.
They don't want to go on him at all, even though they can't see where his team is right now.
Half an hour played, still a double net worth lead for Viking GG's cores. On how long will this power spike last is the question. Already a Daedalus on TA. TA is pretty much closing up on 6 slot. So that... sorry, that is actually a Moon Shard that she's working on next. Ramp up even more attack speed together with the Daedalus and the minus armor that they have, so they can easily destroy some quick targets. It's a good thing that Puppy is actually holding on to a Ghost Scepter. It won't be able to destroy him right away. Zai will be fine in the jungle. Jad won't be able to catch him there. The blink to safety. In the middle of the trees, should be fine. He also saw that Coddle was nearby. Puppy just blinks out. Back to safety.
Nisha shows just a taunt as soon as Celery has used his Thunderstrike, because it means that Nisha can't be glimpsed anymore. And Secret have a little bit of info here. They see Toby alone now under this bottom ward. They're not to him in time though.
Yeah, they're too spread it out to go for that, but at least they know that one hero is around. Tumbaman's just chilling in the bottom lane, farming up Puppy, keeping these waves pushed in. Shaker gets the stun onto Puppy, and that could be it. There's the Ghost Scepter, buying a bit of time. Echo Slam will be used just to get Puppy. Alright, well, okay, they use the Ignis. But there's no one there.
I guess Puppy wanted to have a fair trade, or I use stun for me.
Maybe. Shad finds Yapsor. Celery dropping low. Nisha getting stunned up. Has the BKB. Might have to use it to get away. Getting right click by Shad. And into the tree line he goes. Will be found. But gets the TP off just in time.
Cutting it rather close there, and TA is marching up to your mid lane. I'm not sure if she feels ready to push high ground here though.
Yeah, they are. Now it's Viking GG who are very spread out, so fights breaking loose in 2 areas at the same time. Need to take their timing here. Look around, gather up, go again, but Aegis has already been expended. And where's the cheese, actually? Oh, now it's on Necrophos, so Toby now has the cheese.
Excellent item on him. If you Ghost Shroud and you pop that cheese, you're just at full health.
Yep, and there is no Spirit Vessel on the enemy team. That cheese will still probably bring Toby back to full HP. Still 2k max HP. That could potentially heal him even more. Once he has that ghost form up.
I think this really shows that Team Secret are only looking to get in engagements once they have that Satanic up from a Tumba Man. And looking at the courier, that time is right now.
Secret are just waiting inside their base for Viking GG to come at them. Maybe they can get this bottom tower at least. That would be something, but you got the creep wave almost there. Secret now pushing in towards middle. They have a lot of heroes around. There's a smoke as well and Zai's backpack that they could maybe use.
Aramis is scouting with his Shadow Blade.
And now they're smoked up as well. Viking GG don't know about this. Might take the fight to the high ground. They're actually going on the dire side of the map, while the entire Viking GG roster is on the Radiant side. So let's see if they go for this. Bounties will also spawn in 45 seconds, so this could be a setup for the bounty fight. Now Puppy pops a ward onto the high ground.
Gets the
and there we go. Puppy will get a really good blinding light, but Celery doesn't get pushed on the low ground. Neither does Toby. But Tumbaman throwing in hits, giving a bit of a chase here onto Toby. Zai waiting right behind him. He got that invis, and now is he gonna get it? Ignis will connect onto Toby. Necrophos in trouble, and he is cliffed. You are cliffed. What are you gonna do there? Yapsor gets the baby, got the black hole onto the TA, so Boom is held inside it, but it's not gonna be enough to kill him. You're just wiped it, and now they got the BKBs up and running. And look at that damage, but he will get stunned up just in time. He also got the Ravage out, and Chad with his BKB should be able to get out, but Nisha might just be enough with a blink. Does he catch him? No, he doesn't, but it's a 2-for-1 trade for now. Celery will be the third casualty here for Viking GG, and Secret will find another one. And Aramis will get out of this one. So, actually, wait. Celery's out. So Celery won't even die. But that was it. All of your ultis used on both sides. TA goes down. Lycan
Not
gets
quite
out.
true. No Echo Slam used. No opportunity for Aramis whatsoever to use that one with the
That's
fight
true,
being
actually.
so
The Echo's
split
still
up.
up.
And this could mean that they get to defend this high ground now.
Well, it's 3 versus 3 at this point. Nisha, Matumbaman, Zai. There's Shad, Celery, and Aramis just waiting for them to come to the high ground. They will use the glyph. Matumbaman with that attack speed. Got the Desolator, so that tower is melting in front of his eyes. And now, next hits will go towards the melee racks. The stun onto Matumbaman. Pops his Satanic back to full HP. Still holding on a BKB. Zai holding the back line here. Blinks in, goes onto Celery. They got the silence as well out. Nisha right on his tails. And Celery in big trouble here. Will go down. They will get the glimpse onto Zai, and Shad, who has his shapeshift up and running. They will get the buyback on Celery as well. And Poppy, there's the BKB coming over. Down the Echo Slam onto Poppy. On the money. Matumbaman will also force to be popping his BKB here. And he's still holding onto his ult, so he's still up and running. Zai and Nisha still causing trouble in the backlines. The supports are struggling. Nisha with the BKB just slapping at Celery. Celery survives somehow, and Zai will have to sack his life to make sure Nisha gets out. Matumbaman's already gone. At a hectic fight. The melee rack's down though from the mid lane. And straight to Roshan.
They need this Aegis if they want to be able to compete with the Satanic on Matumbaman. The fact that he actually has a second life on him just by hitting people, which is what a Troll Warlord always does, is it makes it so hard for Shad to fight him. And Shad's actually got a Basher as well as he's put the Aghanim's Blessing in his backpack. I do hope he wants to give that over to Aramis. No?
Yeah, or the Necrophos.
He's holding on to that.
I think you can give it to either the Necro or the Shaker at this point. I think they both benefit a lot from that. Now there's also the Moon Shard on the TA, so that attack speed that she brings out is just massive. Nisha in the trees. Aramis not gonna get there. Trying to see if his smoke would break if he goes next to the tree line. And now it does actually.
Oh, it just popped?
But I think he thought it just ran out. They will find Puppy.
Yeah.
Fisher stun. There's the Ignis. An opening onto the back. They do have Aramis sitting in Invis here, though, so he will be fine for now. Going for the TP out. Toby in trouble, and Boom is out. And Nisha will just throw the ulti into the air. But Toby is down nevertheless. Shad has popped his shapeshift as well. Celery will send Poppy back, and Nisha is just relentlessly chasing this disruptor, making sure that they get that kill. Matumbaman will get it. Sai, meanwhile, doing some dewarding duty. But yeah, even though that Sonic Wave didn't connect onto anyone, it's still fine.
Weirdly disconnected fight from Viking there. I think the smoke popping onto Aramis might have confused him as well, but there was no time to talk about it because they were already engaging onto Yapsor.
Yep.
That's another like an ult down. This feels so strange, seeing a team with the Aegis get pushed in this hard. But the truth is that Yapsor has a blink BKB. And it
Well, let's see what's going to happen
can't
here.
be safe.
They want to go high ground. There's no disruptor up to 30 seconds. There is a buyback up on the Necrophos. So let's see Matumbaman in the front. A lot of damage here from Boom right away with the blink in, but he's getting controlled pretty heavily. There's a BKB, but he won't be getting it.
Oh,
the Aegis
no.
will pop, but he still has it for life. Or round number 2. Yapsor with the preemptive BKB and with the Black Hole. They should be enough to take him down, and they will lose Boom. Boom will have to go for a buyback as Shad pops in his shapeshift. They will go into the fight. Matumbaman Zai with a perfect ravage here, and they just destroy Aramis right away with the BKBs coming in from all sides, and they will try and fight this Matumbaman with ulti as well, and he will still hold it for now, but Toby with the Reaper Sight will take him down, and they're now chasing an Echo Slam as well onto Nisha, and Viking GG still get a nice, really good combo here by Yapsor. So low, Nisha blinks out. Can they get out? They're so low. They both go home. Viking GG empty-handed. That has to feel bad.
Oh, what a disaster. And
Oh,
Boom
man.
there blinks in for the opportunistic kill onto Matumbaman when you know that that's exactly the moment where he's looking to pop his Satanic to reach him back up. Gets hit by it immediately. That feels so bad. Secret has a win condition now. Boom does not have a buyback.
This is
They have to
looking
march
like
down
a,
mid.
yeah, this is exactly look like an all-in push here from Viking GG. They're going to try and force out the buybacks like they were just done by Secret, that they have to use their buybacks in their own high ground. So they want revenge for this. And there's shapeshift up in 10 seconds. Echo Slam, not available. Reaper Scythe, not available.
Important
an
item
Ignis.
coming out though.
There's an Ignis
Shad
coming in.
has an Abyssal Blade.
All right, that could be a really big thing here. They're going onto the high ground. They're going to start
He can
pounding
cancel
that
Black
tier
Walls.
3. Glyph being used. Poppy already popping the Crimson Guard to give that tower a bit of extra tankiness here. Boom on the front, throwing in some Deso hits. Scared of that Midnight Pulse and trying not to get caught here because of those hexes have been really painful towards him. Toby getting hexed up as well by Nisha.
Prince is now doing work.
Really rough item to go up against when that
That's
right
a
click
leveler.
lands. Wait, a leveler really is? I mean, this could definitely be Shad's item right here. Might
It
not
should
actually
be, but
even go
he's-
for Shad. Let's see. He's given it to the TA. So Boom is full on attack speed. 0.43 seconds per hits per second.
That's crazy. You can see that if he gets the right
Actually,
crits
yeah.
at the right time, he still melts through Secret's lineup. And they like to fight the group just because their AoE spells really enable them to do that, but that also means that Boom's nearly always hitting 2 or more of them.
Yep. I'm actually gonna have to excuse my English there when I talked about TA's attack speed. Obviously, it's not 0.4 attacks in a second. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, so feel free to correct me there how you actually pronounce the attack speed there. So, but you understand that's really fast. That TA will be dishing a lot of hits, a really
Real
quick time
fucking
period.
fast.
Yeah. Yapsor has been scouted out. The Wolves show the vision. The stun coming in. They will connect another one. He has an Echo Stun. We will make sure that the Enigma will fall without getting anything out. And there's no buyback available on this hero either. So if GG can just keep up this pressure, they will go. They got the Abyssal Blade onto Nisha. There's a Ravage coming in from Zai as well. The buyback coming in from Yapsor. They just got the money for it, or he might have actually come out of cooldown. But they have it. So he will come back into the fight. Celery instantly out of there. But he will be cancelled by the Malefice. The vision is there, so they will cancel it. And Shad is dead. So 80 seconds, no buyback on the Lycan. Viking GG.
Not out for that Abyssal.
They just might not get the last laugh. It might go to Secret in the end and take this 2-0. It's looking pretty grim right now. They need to hold out for a minute.
I'm not sure they can, because Boom is not allowed to die either. I imagine that he finds a way to spend all of his gold right now. No, he doesn't. That's
Secret
it then.
now knocking on the doors of Viking GG here, going back onto the high ground here. Glyph will be forced up again. Aramis frozen in the fissure to block the creeps, at least keep Matumba Man away, but Nisha doesn't care, just blinks straight up onto the high ground, focus down the tier 3 tower, now knocking onto the melee racks. Toby's illusion instantly removed.
Look at it melting.
That is just so much damage to deal with. And 25 seconds for your Lycan. He does have shapeshift up once he's up.
Viking GG would rather face Magus than try to throw this now.
Let's see what they want to do. Echo in 16. Glimpse
for
backwards. BKB will be used. So Nisha makes his way out. Doesn't need to give any unnecessary deaths right here. Secret, 11,000 gold in the lead. 44 minutes passed as well in this battle. This is game 2. Secret took game 1. Looks to be taking game 2 as well. Roshan should be up in a minimum of 25 seconds.
Viking's going to look to contest this. They have no other options. And they would have the information as well. They still have a trap in the pit.
Let's see what the Roche timer is actually gonna be like. As this timer runs out, we'll get the exact time. Roche will be up. 1 minute and 18 seconds is the timer. So not that long away for Secret to snatch it away. And Viking GG probably have that Roche timer up as well. So do they have... They don't have any smokes on any other heroes right now. So they will just go the old traditional way. And Zai gets the 4-man Ravage, 3-man Black Hole. The Sonic Wave might push them away, but Secret don't care. Aramis with the Echo Slam in the backline, but Celery is down. Boom is down. Aramis will go down as well. Toby in the middle of the team fight. Secret are just demolishing them at this point. It's insane how Zai still got that 4-man Ravage into the Black Hole. Absolutely beautiful. Celery will do what he can, but it's GG called, and Secret take this series 2-0 just like that.
He did that blindly. I checked for the vision just now. He sees someone and he immediately goes. He knows that Viking have to be bunched up in this exact second.